morning, everyone. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about cars. My wife and I in a weird situation at the moment in terms of cars. At the current stage, our kids is growing and we need more space. A few things come in mind, and we've been thinking about it in the past week or so, which is rather interesting. Never come across it, and how is this relating with money? So after thinking about getting a new car, I went scroll on, I guess, Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, as well as car website, carsales.com.au and all that jazz. We've been looking around, and I found a car that was like, it sounds superior, Audi Q7. Like, wow, this is the type of car that you drive, where that could impress people. It's got a big space. It's got all the bells and whistles, and I wasn't looking at a car dealership. It was $20,000 with a price range that I'm looking at. And then I thought to myself, oh, okay, cool. I can afford this. I can afford this to buy it in cash. Like, right. And I can be one, and it's a big car. It shows that, the image that comes with it. Driving a European car. Then a few days later, I was driving with a friend, going, I don't know, roughly about 4 or 5 hours away. It was a whole day trip, pretty much. And in that instance, backward. A few days later, we were talking more about cars, and we got an eye on a Tesla. Now that jump from a $20,000 car, secondhand, not buying it from a dealership, not buying new, as a replacement car. We're thinking of getting a Tesla, but that jumped into about $85,000. Like, okay, you're trying to justify it, $85,000 to a $100,000 car. And yes, it's good, it's great, it's got all the bells and whistles, and I like it because it's saving the environment and not, and it's electric type of vehicle. I went up to that stage, and then my friend and I decided to go for a drive for a day. And during that time, when I was driving, just on my usual car, we nearly had an accident. Now, had that was a Tesla, if we had an accident, that would be a little bit pricey when it comes to repairs. Again, on the European car, the Audi, that would probably a little bit pricey, and especially if you're sunking $20,000 to $100,000 on a car. If somebody hit you, that's not cool. And then we went backward in the drawing game. For the price of a Tesla that is about $100,000, we could get maybe about 4 to 5 small cars. And for one vehicle of 100, you can get 5 of a small car. Now, we live in the city. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's probably that is my dream car, having to buy a Tesla. But I can't see justifying it right now, buying a $100,000 car, whereas we do have the cash right now, but at the same time, you could actually put that money into a house, a property or something, or into a business where it's actually going to generate you more income. So we went around in a circle from a $20,000 car to a $100,000 car, and then after that oh, okay, why don't we just keep our cars at the moment until there is a major damage to it, or when I think it is, it doesn't have any value anymore, to replacement car that is probably going to be about $10,000 car, because I can get 10 of these cars, maybe 9 or 8, because there is maintenance, there's radio, there's all that jazz that comes with a car. How is that related to investing, or how is that related with money? That's just my thought process. I looked at everything has its value. Now the value of having $100,000 cash, it doesn't mean that you should buy an item that is about $100,000, unless obviously that item is going to generate income from you, well, for you anyway. So yeah, it was kind of interesting, that thought process. We went around in a circle. Just because you can afford it doesn't mean that you should buy it. That's where I'm at. That's how my thought process, and I'm sure some of you guys probably in the same shoes, or if not, maybe a bit worse. Like, you shouldn't buy a car on a credit. You shouldn't buy a car on a finance. Buy something that you can afford. It gives you less pressure on yourself if you buy the car on, like, outright, buy in cash. We did that with both of our cars. I mean, we could have gone to the path of actually buying a car in finance, but I choose to. What's the point of buying an item that is going to depreciate in value? And yeah, you're paying an extra 20% on top if you're buying on finance over 5 years or something. So yeah, hopefully that give you guys an insight on my thought process anyway, on how to go about doing things. It might be something that relate to you guys. Save is the key motto for us. What else? I think that's about it. So today's a short one, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.